you doing?
Turn up.
Get up. Let's go around and see. Let's just go do some hood rat shit.
Oh, red and match.
Let's go spend his money, queen. Takes like $20 treat. She says. Yes! What's up, guys? It's your girl Jazz.
And it's your girl XP.
And you're tuned into
Where to Next,
where we give you great food
amazing cocktails
and awesome experiences.
So today we're doing a historical episode. So we're in the MLK location center. Tell us about it, Jazz. I don't know where I'm at.
So we are still in Atlanta, Georgia. We are in Old Fourth Ward, which is the MLK historical site. So what we're going to do, we're going to show you guys the original Ebenezer Baptist Church where he grew up in, the church he went to.
Okay.
The new Ebenezer Church. We're going to show you his home, his memorial center, maybe get a glimpse inside the museum. But we're just going to show you all that MLK has to offer because Atlanta is such a historical place outside of the turn-up situation. And I'm going to ask Chris to turn around because once you see the apartments behind you, those are actually the apartments that Black Panther was shot in front of. But yeah, so we're going to get started and we're going to show you guys all that Martin Luther King Jr. had to offer.
Period.
And that's on period. Alright, so we are out here in front of the original Ebenezer Baptist Church. This is where Martin Luther King Jr., I believe all of the King family went to church. His father pastored here. They have it memorialized into an actual museum and National Historic Site. So we aren't able to go inside, but we do have some facts for you, Lex. You want to tell them a little bit more about it?
Well, I don't know much, but I did learn that during the 1950s and 60s, this was actually a place that people would come to register to vote. So not only was this a place of worship, people came here to get Black people more involved in politics and in the community to make changes for the places that and things that we do today.
Right, and if you think about it, back in the day, Black people, we had 3/5 of votes, 3/5 of people, we wasn't even considered a whole person.
Right.
So just having your own national church that you can go to in a place in your community where you could come and register and vote and just take that extra step to being deemed as an actual human citizen in the States is a really big thing.
Shout out to MLK.
Shout out to him.
Site of MLK and his wife Coretta Scott King, and honestly it's a lot of emotions in the air. That's how I feel personally,
sure.
Because it's such an amazing feat to see what one man did and how he fought so hard just for us to have equality. Yeah. And the fact that Atlanta has gone above and beyond to honor him is such a beautiful thing to see. Because I remember growing up and, you know, you get the speeches and you learn about it, but actually being here, because this is my first time here. I've been in Atlanta for 2 years, but it's my first time visiting this place. So it's beautiful. Right. And I'm filled with emotions, honestly. It's kind of like, wow, like he really stood up for what he believed in and he did not back down. And it's just really, we all know it's a tragic story.
Right.
But to actually be here and seeing his memorial and being like, wow, he really died for what he believed in.
Facts. Yeah, and it's just one of the things I think people, what we negate to like realize was he started this movement in his 20s.
Right.
Like he wasn't like, 50, 60, like he started the movement as far as like the foundation started in his 20s. So it's just really amazing to see a young Black man, especially in that day and age, in the 50s and the 60s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just seeing an amazing Black man just starting this foundation of what civil rights and, human rights are for Black people today is just like Lex said, it's an amazing thing.
I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi.
So right now we are standing in front of 1950 apartment house. So these homes, or this apartment per se, was built in the 1950s. It started to collapse and they ended up refurbishing it. The fun thing, or the fun fact about this house right now, is that people are waiting a year. In this day and age of 2019, people are waiting a year on a waiting list to be able to rent an apartment and live in this home. Think about that. You're waiting a year to live inside of a home. That is so crazy to me.
It's just crazy because this whole block, like, they actually have signs on people's doors that says, this is a private residence. Like, this is not part of the tour or the museum or things
Right.
you're trying to see. So you can actually be living across the street or right next door to the house that Martin Luther King was actually born in.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've never been over here, so I'm just like,
And they
wow.
also have signs in front of the homes of other civil rights activists and other civil rights workers, what home they lived in and what they did. So people that are renting these houses are living in things like that in a civil rights home, an
Right.
activist home.
They're living in history.
Right. That's good. Living in history. And so right now we are walking down the Civil Rights Walk of Fame. And the thing about this showcases everybody who has been an integral part in helping the Civil Rights Foundation or just starting the Civil Rights Movement. You see household names like Rosa Parks, President Lyndon B. Johnson, Jimmy Carter, and most of these footprints that are on here right now have birth date and death dates. So they're just showcasing and recognizing the people that have helped the civil rights movement. And some of these birth dates, there are people here that have started the movement with Martin Luther King and continued it even after his assassination.
Right. And there's some of here that don't even have a death date. So some of these people are still alive and with us today. What's so crazy about it, thinking about it, like, this didn't happen that long ago.
Right.
My mother was on this earth whenever Martin Luther King was killed.
Mhm.
So it's just crazy to think about it, that we are still fighting this fight today, and that his movement made such an impact. So this is my first time being here. I've been in Atlanta for 2 years, so this has been an amazing experience. So anybody visiting Atlanta, if you live in Atlanta and you've never been here, this is something you definitely need to experience.
Yes, and like I said, if it is free, it is me. This is
Period.
a free experience. If you're coming into town, make sure you take 2-3 hours out your day. You sign up. They do tours as early as 9 a.m. to as late as about 5-6 p.m. And you just go, you sign up, get a ticket. The tour guide and the park ranger will take you from the original firehouse to MLK's birth house, and that's where the tour ends. And you can get all this gainful knowledge. There's a bar on the next block over. Bars.
Bars.
So you can go and get a drink after you're done.
So this is definitely date day approved, family day approved, girls day approved, friend day, whatever. Just come here and experience it. I'm going to the bars you was talking about.
So I guess the only question next is, where to next? What's up, guys? It's Jazz.
And it's your girl XP.
And if you think that you have an organization, franchise, you got a talent that you want us to come check it out,
Yes, anything. If you have a restaurant, bar, cigar lounge, whatever, we love to come and see you and check you out. So contact us at jazzandlex@gmail.com.
I'm the Jazz of the Jazz and Lex. And make sure you follow us on all things social media, Instagram, Twitter, at Jazz and Lex, where to next.